Get your free copy of the complete tutorial at www.teachucomp.com/free.
In this lesson, you will learn how to track changes that you and others make to a document. While it is possible to track changes on a document that you work on exclusively, the majority of users will use this tool when working on a document collaboratively. This feature allows the different users to make changes to the shared document that can then be tracked, reviewed, and saved before creating a final version of the document. In order to enable change tracking within a document, click the Review tab within the ribbon, and then click the top portion of the Track Changes button in order to begin tracking changes to the document. Alternatively, click the bottom drop-down portion of the Track Changes button, and then choose the Track Changes command from the drop-down menu. At this point, you should also review the options that are set for tracking changes within the document. You can click the Change Tracking Options dialog box launcher button that appears in the lower right corner of the Tracking button group on the Review tab in the ribbon to open the Track Changes Options dialog box. In the Track Changes Options dialog box, you can review and, if needed, change any settings that will be used for change tracking within the document. After inspecting the settings, click the OK button to apply your desired options. At this point and in the future, any changes that are made to the document will appear using the Track Changes options that you selected. To set the appearance of the tracked changes within the document, use the Display for Review drop-down that appears within the Tracking button group. The choices that appear within this drop-down menu are Original, to see the document as it appeared prior to having any tracked changes made; the All Markup choice, which will display all markups contained within the document; No Markup, to view the changes made without the markup indicators; or Simple Markup, which is the default choice to see the original text with any tracked changes and reviewer comments. Another way of viewing the changes that have been made to a document is by using the Reviewing pane. Within the Reviewing pane, you will see all tracked changes grouped by change type. You can enable the display of the Reviewing pane by clicking the drop-down Reviewing pane button and then choosing either Reviewing pane vertical or Reviewing pane horizontal from the drop-down menu of choices. To close the Reviewing pane, you can click the small X in the upper right corner of the Reviewing pane once you have reviewed the changes. You can then choose to accept or reject the proposed tracked changes within the document to prepare a final copy. To do this, click into the body of the document or into the Reviewing pane. Then click either the Previous or Next buttons that appear within the Changes button group on the Review tab in the ribbon. Word will then select either the previous or next change by highlighting it. You can then click either the Accept or Reject buttons within the Changes button group to accept or reject the highlighted change. You can then repeat this process to move through all of the changes, accepting or rejecting them individually. Also note that you can choose to accept or reject all changes made to a document by clicking the drop-down arrows that appear on either the Accept or Reject buttons in the Changes button group, and then choosing either the Accept All Changes or Reject All Changes command from the drop-down menus that appear below the respective buttons. To turn off change tracking within a document, simply click the Track Changes button again within the Tracking button group on the Review tab in the ribbon. Note that this is a toggle button and will appear highlighted within the ribbon when change tracking is enabled in a document. Once you click the button again, the button should appear normally within the button group, indicating that change tracking is no longer enabled.
Like what you see? Pick up your free copy of the complete tutorial at www.teachucomp.com/free.